Imagine a San Francisco courtroom buzzing like a hive of furious bees. The air is electric, tension so thick you could slice it with a butter knife. Every inch of the hardwood benches is packed. Folks squeezed shoulder to shoulder, craning their necks, whispering rumors that zip through the crowd like wildfire. "Did you hear what he did? No way he's getting off this time." Eyes keep flicking to the defendant's table, waiting for him. Then, boom, the doors swing open, and in struts billionaire Elon Musk. At 53, he's tall, broad-shouldered, rocking a jet-black designer suit that probably costs more than your rent. His hair slicked back, gleaming under the buzzing fluorescent lights, and, get this, he flashes a smirk at the crowd like they're here to cheer him on. Not bury him? Arrogance? Oh, it's dripping off him like sweat on a summer day. Elon Musk! The name's been screaming from every TV screen, X-Post, and gas station gossip session for weeks. Tesla's genius, SpaceX's rocket man, Elon's his kingpin. He's the guy who's got America hooked. But today, he's not here to launch a car into orbit. He's here facing charges that make your stomach turn. Stealing millions from regular Joes. Folks who trusted him with their dreams. He doesn't look like a defendant, though. He's strutting like he's about to drop a new Cybertruck reveal. But hold up. It's not his grand entrance that flips the script. It's what happens when Judge Monica Lee steps in. She glides through the side door, black robe flowing like a shadow, her presence hitting the room like a freight train. Quiet, steady, unbreakable. The bailiff belts out, "All rise for the Honorable Judge Monica Lee." Feet shuffle, benches creak. Everyone's up in a heartbeat. Everyone except Elon Musk. He's sprawled in his chair, scrolling X on his phone like he's waiting for a latte at Starbucks. The room goes dead silent. You could hear a mouse sneeze. His lawyer, a slick dude in a $5,000 suit, leans over, hissing something desperate. But Elon? He flicks his wrist like he's shooing a pesky kid. Judge Lee pauses at her bench, her eyes narrowing into lasers, her face blank as a brick wall. But that silence, it's heavier than a semi-truck. The crowd's buzzing now, whispers exploding. Who does he think he is? He's toast. But Elon, he's smirking, cool as a cucumber, like he owns the joint. "You may be seated. You may be seated," Judge Lee says, her voice low but sharp, like a blade sliding out of its sheath. She doesn't call him out. Not yet. Oh, but you can feel it brewing, folks. This isn't just a trial. It's a clash. The tension's choking the room, and we're barely getting started. Elon Musk isn't some two-bit crook. He's the billionaire. We're talking a $250 billion empire. Tesla factories humming in Texas. SpaceX rockets blasting off from Florida. A 20,000-square-foot mansion in LA, with a view that'd make you cry. Private jets crisscrossing the country. Parties with A-listers popping champagne like it's water. His latest gig, Musk Ventures, was sold as the golden ticket. Small-town dreamers, blue-collar families, retirees, all piling in their hard-earned cash. But here's the ugly truth. It was a sham, a glittering lie wrapped in Elon's charm. He promised wealth, security, a slice of his genius. Instead, he sucked him dry. Life savings, poof, college funds, gone. Homes snatched by the banks. The fallout's a horror show. Families sleeping in rusty sedans, kids ditching school to work minimum wage, old folks counting pennies at the grocery store. His greed didn't just sting, it crushed people. And Elon, he shrugs it off. Just business, he told 60 Minutes last year, lounging on his yacht off Miami. When the feds finally raided his offices, the evidence was a goldmine. Hacked emails, fake ledgers, ex-employees singing like canaries. Still, he laughed it off to TMZ outside his Malibu pad. Best lawyer's money can buy. This'll fade away, it always does. And for months, it looked like he might dodge the bullet again. His legal team, think Wall Street wolves in Italian loafers, filed motion after motion, clogging the courts with delays. They painted him as a misunderstood trailblazer. A tech god caught in a jealous mob's crosshairs. X ate it up, ash-free on trending for weeks, but no spin could hide the wreckage, or the voices of the people he burned. The trial finally lands in San Francisco, and the courtroom's a madhouse, overflowing with victims, reporters, gawkers, standing room only. There's Lisa Carter, a 38-year-old single mom from Cleveland, who lost her 1,200-square-foot bungalow after Musk Ventures tanked her savings. Next to her, Mike Russo, a 62-year-old mechanic from Detroit, 40 years fixing cars, now bunking in his son's basement, cause his retirement's dust. Day one's a gut punch. Lisa takes the stand, clutching a faded photo of her twin boys, 8 years old. Gap-toothed grins. Her voice trembles. I trusted him, she says, tears spilling down her cheeks. He said we'd be set. I put in $40,000, everything I had. The bank took my house. I begged please, my kids, but they didn't care. We slept in my old Honda for 3 weeks, eating gas station sandwiches. The room's a graveyard. Everyone's holding their breath. Mike's up next, his calloused hands shaking. I gave him $85,000, my whole 401k, he growls. Worked 40 years, busted my back, and this guy? He burned it all. Now I'm a burden to my kid? His voice cracks, and half the crowd's wiping their eyes. And Elon, he's slouched in his chair, smirking like it's a comedy show. He's scrolling A's about snowflakes, while Lisa sobs 10 feet away. The press goes wild. Musk mocks victims, blares the New York Post. Blair is the New York Post. Billionaire's arrogant SHOCKS court, screams CNN. Justice for Theology explodes online, X-posts racking up millions of likes. America's turning on him. He's not the quirky inventor anymore. He's the bad guy. His lawyer tries to mop up the mess outside. Mr. Musk deeply regrets any hardship. He's confident the truth will prevail. Sure, pal. The truth is, Elon's not sorry. He's betting his fortune will bend the system like always. But Judge Monica Lee, she's not here for his games. This trial's a full-blown circus. News vans clog Market Street, reporters jostling, mics out, cameras rolling. Inside, it's a pressure cooker. Day after day, witnesses pile on the pain. Former Musk Ventures execs spilling secrets, accountants waving forged spreadsheets, even his old assistant dishing dirt. Day three's the kicker. The prosecution unveils emails straight from Elon's inbox. Pump the numbers. Make it irresistible, he typed. These suckers will sign anything. The room gasps like they've been sucker punched. Lisa Carter buries her face in her hands. Mike Russ's fists clench. His knuckles white as snow. And Elon, he laughs. He laughs. A sharp, icy cackle that bounces off the walls. The prosecutor whirls on him, eyes blazing. Mr. Musk, do you recognize these emails? His lawyer jumps. Objection, asked and answered. But Judge Lee's hand shoots up. Overruled, she snaps, voice like a whip. Answer it. Elon leans into the mic, oozing sarcasm. Yeah, I wrote M, but it's just business lingo. All wouldn't get it. The crowd erupts, whispers, gasps, a few shouts. Judge Lee's gavel slams. Boom! Order! Oh, order! She commands, her tone slicing the chaos. She locks eyes with Elon. Pure fire. Watch your tone, Mr. Musk. This isn't your playground. But he just grins, leaning back like he's daring her to swing. Elon's arrogance cranks to 11 as the days drag on. He's interrupting witnesses with loud snorts, mocking, rolling his eyes during cross-exams like a bored teenager, whispering wisecracks to his lawyer, loud enough for the front row to hear. Loud enough for the front row to hear. This is a snooze fest, he mutters once, smirking. The audience is stunned. How's he this cocky? Then Lisa Carter testifies again, day 7. She's shaking, holding that photo of her boys. I believed you, she says, staring right at Elon. You took our home, our future. My kids ask why we can't go back. Her voice breaks, sobs echo. The room's a mess, tears everywhere. Except Elon's dry as a desert. He's scrolling X, tweeting about fake news while she falls apart. Your Honor! The prosecutor yells, pointing. He's not even listening. Every head swivels to Judge Lee. Her face is calm, but those eyes? They're molten, Mr. Musk, she says, voice like steel. Put your phone away. Now! Elon glances up, smirking. Put your phone away now! Elon glances up, smirking. Just checking something critical. he quips, waving it like a prop. The judge's tone drops, chilling. I said now. The room's a powder keg. He pauses. Then, with a theatrical huff, tosses it down. Lisa keeps going, her pain slicing deeper. I see his face on TV, laughing while we're broke. And the crowd's wrecked. The prosecution's case wraps after 2 brutal weeks. Elon's team scrambles. His lawyers tossing Hail Mary defenses. The witnesses lied. The numbers were misinterpreted. Mr. Musk's a victim of envy. It's a circus act, and it's flopping. The evidence? A 10-ton anvil on Elon's chest. Judge Lee's a rock, barely speaking, but her vibe screams control. Her patience with Elon's antics? Hanging by a thread. Day 14. Mike Russo's back on the stand. Angrier. I met him once. At a Musk Ventures pitch, he says. Shook my hand, promised me the moon. 2 years later, I'm eating ramen in a basement. The crowd murmurs. Fury building. Elon yawns, and doodles on a legal pad. The final day hits. Day 18. The courtroom's a live wire. Reporters cram the back. Pens flying, cameras humming. Victims pack the benches. Lisa's clutching her boy's photo. Mike's fists balled up. Elon? He's lounging, flashing a grin for the lenses. He doesn't look scared. He looks smug, like he's already won. Judge Lee steps up, and the room hushes. Pure silence. Mr. Musk, she starts, voice steady as granite. You're guilty, fraud, conspiracy, obstruction. The evidence is a tidal wave. You prey on honest people, stole their dreams for your jets and mansions. Elon shifts, smirk flickering. You've shown no remorse, she says. Mocked this court, laughed at your victims. Acted like you're above it all. Lisa's hands tremble. Mike's jaw tightens. Judge Lee's voice cuts deeper. Justice isn't about wealth or fame, it's accountability. And today you're getting it. The air's so still you can hear breathing. I sentence you to 25 years in federal prison. No parole. Boom. The room detonates. Gasps, cheers, chaos. Elon's face collapses. Smirk gone, pale as a ghost. 25 years? He figured 6 months tops. Some cushy gig with Wi-Fi. And, Judge Lee adds, your assets. Liquidated. Every dollar goes back to the families you wrecked. The crowd roars. Stunned, wild, alive. Elon leaps up, face red as a beet. You can't do this, he screams. I'm Elon Musk. This is a sham. Judge Lee's gavel crashes. Wham. Sit down. Sit down. She orders ice cold. But he's unhinged. I'll appeal. I'll end you. He yells, veins popping. Bailiffs swarm, grabbing his arms. This is my courtroom. Judge Lee fires back, voice a sledgehammer. Take him out. They drag him off, kicking, shouting, his voice fading down the hall. The room explodes, applause thundering. It's raw, rare, right? Judge Lee turns to the crowd, softening just a hair. Justice is served, she says. No one's above the law. The courthouse empties, cameras flashing outside. Reporters pounce on Lisa. How do you feel? One asks. She wipes tears, relieved. It won't undo the pain. My boys still ask about our house, but we've got hope. Mike's gruff nearby. It's not just 25 years. It's proof. Big shots like him can fall. In her chambers, Judge Lee stares out at the chaos below. Steady, unshaken. This isn't about her. It's about balance. Elon's name keeps buzzing. X ablaze, TV pundits yelling, barstool debates raging. But for his victims, it's a lifeline. Restitution's coming. Millions to rebuild. Lisa's eyeing a rental. Mike's dreaming of a cabin by Lake Michigan. Weeks later, the story's still hot. Judge Lee trends, folks posting their own battles. A letter from Lisa's son, 8-year-old Jaden, hits the Chronicle. Thank you, Judge, it says in shaky kid handwriting. You stopped the bad guy. My mom smiled again. America's hooked, rallies popping up, chance for fairness. So what's this mean for you? Elon's fall isn't just drama. It's a spark. Justice isn't dead. It's fighting. In your town, your life, how do you stand up? How do you call out the untouchables? 'Cause if a billionaire like Musk can crash, no one's too big. What's your fight?